Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Real Estate, presented by the Cisneros Realty Group at Keller Williams, servicing the New Hampshire Lakes and White Mountains regions. Today's show is sponsored by Blue Water Mortgage, Summit Title, and Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suozzo office in Derry, New Hampshire. Time to join our host and Let's Talk Real Estate on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio, Lakes Region.
Corina, 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 I love you so.
And we are back, this time with Dana Gunnerson of Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suozzo agency in Derry, New Hampshire. Dana, we just had two people talk about roofs and chimneys. What do we need to know about insurance and roofs?
I would say the most important thing about roofs that you should keep in mind is the fact that they might inspect your home in the first 30 days until you need to replace yours in order to keep the insurance in place. So make sure that you are aware if your house is going to be inspected. Make sure that you know the condition of your roof. And if you do replace your roof, you get a discount for doing so.
Okay, and between metal roofs and shingle roofs, what does the insurance say?
So metal roofs are less to insure, but they also cost more to do. So the overall replacement cost of your dwelling would go up a little bit, but they give you a discount for it. So it's actually a little bit less expensive to have a metal roof. Plus you're one and done. So that's...
Okay, thanks for sharing that. So Dana, it's boating season.
Yes.
So the first question is, what does the word boat mean?
Break out another 1,000.
Okay. You heard it, everybody. Break out another 1,000 or two. All right. Let's talk about boat insurance. Why do we need boat insurance, Dana?
Because they're expensive. And if they do something, you want to make sure it's definitely covered. If you're new to boating, a lot of people think that their boats are covered under their homeowner's insurance. That's not true. Boat insurance is kind of a mashup between auto and home because it covers your contents as well as your vessel as well as liability. So you can kind of see the way they interchange together. And it does require a separate policy.
So one of the things that I'm most afraid of when I'm on my boat is if something happens to somebody on my boat or, God save me, that something happens to somebody else while I'm on my boat. How do we cover for that?
You want to make sure you have the proper liability. So if your assets are around $300,000, make sure you have like a $500,000 policy. If your assets are above $500,000, make sure you have $1 million on it, and you can always, go up from there. So you want to make sure, and it's not expensive. I know when I talk in, those type of values, you think it's going to cost you so much, but you're talking about like a $40 difference in your boating policy to be covered for the year at more.
Okay. How is boat insurance different than home insurance?
So like I said, at some point, it's like home insurance. The boat covers you for the liability, just like what you were talking about. It also covers your personal property, so any like pulls or whatever it is that you do on your boat, whether it's water sports, that type of thing, so you can have all of that covered. And then just like auto insurance, it actually covers it for the bodily injury of other people, but as well as the vessel itself. And you can also, for very, very inexpensive, like $10 a year, tack on towing service, which I always say do that. It's up to $500.
All right. Let me ask you, is there a better time of the year to get boat insurance, or you just get it when you need it?
You just get it when you need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is agreed value when it comes to boats?
So there's two types of policies. There's one that's like an actual cash value policy that will depreciate like your vehicle does. And then there's an agreed value policy where you set the amount. So you bought the boat for $30,000, you want to cover it for $30,000. So usually the newer boats are the agreed value, and then the older boats, they usually do a the depreciated value.
So what is market value compared to?
That's the depreciated. That's like a vehicle. You go out and buy a vehicle, you total it in a year, it's going to be the market value versus the agreed value, which is what we just basically, you say, I want to insure my boat for $30,000, and then we do.
Okay. Is our boat covered when it's out of the water?
It is, yes. So your agent's always going to ask you where you store your boat for the winter. Make sure you keep that updated because sometimes, you go from a marina and then you end up taking it home. If you change it, definitely let us know, but it is covered at the marina or in your house or whatever. Well, not in your house, but, outside of your house.
Okay.
Shrink wrapped, hopefully.
And how can we save money on boat insurance?
You can definitely get a bundle discount just like your auto and home. And protective devices are a big one too. So make sure you let your agent know what type of protective devices you have, as well as if you have your boating license.
Okay. Well, as always, Dana, as our insurance expert, it's always great to have you on the show and teach us and educate us about all things insurance. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay. Join me next Saturday morning at 8:30 for another episode of Let's Talk Real Estate, where we share with you important information that will help you with either buying or selling your home. And if you or someone you know is looking to purchase a new home or sell, call me at 603-273-6160 for a free market valuation. You can also visit us on our website at nhlakeshomes.com. And breaking news, you can now subscribe to the podcast of this show on iTunes and Google Play, or see us on YouTube or on our Facebook page. And remember, mi casa es su casa, and my name is Corina, like the song Corina, Corina. Until next week, play my song.
Corina, Corina.
Let's Talk Real Estate is presented by the Cisneros Realty Group and sponsored by Blue Water Mortgage, Summit Title, and Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suozzo office in Derry, New Hampshire. Let's Talk Real Estate is a production of Modern Media LLC, CRG TV, and MR Strategic Alliance LLC, all rights reserved. Join us every Saturday morning at 8:30 and Let's Talk Real Estate with Corina Cisneros, Realtor, on WEEI 101.5 Sports Radio Lakes Region.